Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Cleveland Family YMCA, and we have a treat for you tonight. The 2023 Tennessee State Silver Gloves. I am Joe Smith, and alongside me is Garrett Boyd. How you doing, Garrett?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here, Joe.
We're going to have a great event tonight. This is, again, the 2023 State Silver Gloves. And these boxers that will be competing tonight for a chance to go to Arkansas to the regional Silver Gloves and then on to the national Kansas City Silver Gloves in February.
YMCA Rodney Murray will lead us in our invocation, and if you'll remain standing for our national anthem.
All right, folks, I just want to welcome everyone out tonight to our YMCA. This is a great turnout, and YMCA here in Cleveland fully supports YCAP and this boxing program, and we just thank you so much for supporting it as well. So if we could bow our heads, those that are willing. Father God, we just ask your blessing upon this evening, Lord. May we keep all of our athletes safe, and may we have just a good time, an enjoyable time, Lord. And we just ask that your blessing on all the folks that are traveling, all the folks that are watching on television, and we just really, we love you, and we appreciate the opportunity to do this blessing. Just ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, great crowd here tonight gathered at the Cleveland YMCA. We're so appreciative of Rodney Murray and his staff. These bouts are sanctioned by USA Boxing, which is the national governing body for amateur boxing throughout the night. Garrett, you're going to help us make sure all our listeners and viewers understand the rules of amateur boxing. Garrett, you work out with a lot of these boxers every single day.
I really do, and I work over at the YCAP Boxing Club, and I get a chance to really work with the youth, and it's been a great time. I really thank your family for welcoming me in and allowing me to participate in the boxing over at the YCAP Boxing Club.
Well, what a great sport. So many lessons can be learned about discipline, hard work, and habits, and our hope is that these young people take those lessons from the boxing ring into math class and science class. And boxing just life. And sometimes we'll get punched in the nose in life, don't we?
That's right. I think we've already seen great results out of that YCAP program as well. So
no question.
The proof is in the numbers.
So we're ready to get the action going here.
Who do we got here first?
Garrett, tell us who we got going in this first bout.
All right, here in the red corner, we got Brooklyn Mayfield out of the $1 Billion Boxing Club. At the 125 weight, we got Connor Lewis out of the blue corner from No Excuses Boxing. It looks like going to be a good match. The guys are faced off right now.
Garrett, these first few bouts, the first 7 bouts, are what we call match bouts. So these guys aren't competing to advance. We'll have those championship bouts to advance a little later on. So this is a match bout. The $1 Billion Boxing Club, that I'm not even real sure where they're from. That club is at. We'll find out and let you know. No Excuses is up in Nashville. So we've got boxers that are here from Tennessee, Alabama. I think there's a couple even from Georgia.
A lot of action there in the ring. These guys are really moving, slipping and moving.
Boyd Angel is the third man, our referee in the ring. And I'll just point out that you'll see some fellows sitting around and ladies ringside in white shirts, and they're all volunteers, and we appreciate them.
Guys are standing toe for toe right now, staying in the pocket.
You know, 2 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, Garrett, but let me tell you, you get in there and you're throwing hands for 2 minutes, that's a long time.
It really is. That adrenaline really gets pumping in that ring. Hopefully these guys have put in the training to back it up.
Well, if you're watching tonight, maybe you don't pay a lot of attention to this sport. Obviously, it's a lot about skill, but it's a whole lot about conditioning. Wouldn't you agree with that, Gary?
It really is, really is. You could be a better boxer and not have conditioning and really lose a fight against a lesser boxer. These guys are really throwing down right now.
This is in the junior division, so what that means is they're 13 and 14 years old. Pretty good round right there, very close round.
Got Roger the Hitman Healy over here beside us.
So they compete 3 2-minute rounds in this age and weight class. Again, these are juniors, 125 pounders. And this is a match bout. Brooklyn Mayfield is boxing out of the red corner and Connor Lewis out of the blue corner. Very, very close round there, Garrett.
It really was. How long has the Silver Gloves tournament been around, Joe?
Well, Silver Gloves is, it's a national tournament, of course. You compete on the state level. This is the Tennessee state level. And then they have a regional level, which includes the southeast region, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Arkansas, Mississippi. And then if they win there, they go to the Nationals, which is in Kansas City. So it's a very competitive tournament, been around for over 50 years.
Wow. These guys are brawling right now, really throwing the punches, keeping it going, neck for neck right now.
Boy, both boxers really working hard, fighting inside.
Mayfield's got his backs against the rope. Connor Lewis is really working them, staying on top of him. Really smothering them, not letting them get anything off.
Brooklyn Mayfield with a $1 billion boxing club from Douglasville, Georgia, and Connor Lewis from the No Excuses Boxing Club, and that's in Nashville. We mentioned once before the conditioning. When you look and say, well, 2 minutes is not a long time. It's an eternity when you're throwing hands the way these two athletes are.
Both these guys are really staying busy. Brooklyn Mayfield seems to be a little bit the busier fighter.
Brooklyn Mayfield's a little taller, got a little reach, but both these boxers seem to like to box inside. Some good body shots there from Connor Lewis.
Yeah, it really plays into Connor's hand having Brooklyn Mayfield step into him like that.
Stepping right into him, stepping into those body shots.
Mayfield's backed himself into a corner, but he continues to throw punches. They're tied up right now. Let's see if the ref breaks them up.
End of round 2. Boy, we got a close bout, Garrett.
Yeah, they're so close. It's hard to even judge who won that one.
Well, we're so glad you're here tonight. Mix 104.1. We appreciate you guys coming out and giving these young people an opportunity to compete, and all their friends see them on TV. And that just makes for a lot of fun. There's two amateur boxing clubs here in Cleveland, Tennessee. 5 Point Boxing Club, Ralph Diggs, and of course Whitecap Boxing Club has a location up here. So if you're watching tonight, you live in the Cleveland area and you want to get involved in amateur boxing, you're welcome to both those clubs. 5 Point Boxing, you can find them on the web, as well as the Whitecap Boxing Club on the YMCA website. So we're ready for round 3, Garrett.
Yes, sir. So they step out to the middle of the ring, deciding who's going to throw first. Connor Lewis really giving away his reach advantage and stepping into to Mayfield.
You know, if Connor Lewis would just stay on his jab, he's so much longer. But he's coming right and wanting to box inside, and I'm sure Brooklyn Mayfield likes that. That's the way he wants to
I'm
fight.
sure he does appreciate that. All right, he looks like he's establishing a jab a little bit better now. Brooklyn just seems like the more conditioned fighter at this point. Connor's continued to be a warrior, though, and fight through this.
It's good body shots. Mayfield caught Lewis with a good body shot. The referee's giving Connor Lewis an 8 count. In amateur boxing, the safety of the boxers always comes first, so these referees are going to make real sure that the athletes don't get injured in any way. They'll step in and give them an 8 count, and that's what just happened.
Brooklyn Mayfield smart, going straight back to that body. Lewis seems to be running on fumes right now, but he continues to fight, showing that warrior spirit.
Yeah, Mayfield, you can just tell he's just in much better shape.
Yes, sir.
Oh, another
Nice
good body shot.
Nice.
That really takes that out of a box. So repeated body shots are tough.
That's the end of the bout.
That's the end of round 3, the end of the bout.
That was a close match, Joe.
Very good place to start. Both athletes worked hard. And so, again, I want to point out these judges sitting around ringside, they're looking for effective scoring blows. So the scoring area, of course, is the waist up to the top of the head with the knuckle part of the glove. And those scoring blows all have the same value. It's a 10-point must, so one boxer or the other will have a score of 10 each round. There are no draws in amateur boxing. So we'll follow right along with our viewers, and we'll find out the winner of this bout as our viewers find out.
All right, let's give these two warriors a big round of applause. We do have a winner, and he's boxing out of the red corner, Brooklyn Mayfield.
And there's your winner from the $1 Billion Boxing Club, 125-pound division, Brooklyn Mayfield.
Good job, young man.
It's a great bout. Well, we're off to a good start, Garrett.
Yes, sir. I just want to recognize that both these guys are really champions and winners for stepping in there in the first place.
That's right. There are no losers in amateur boxing.
Now, you mentioned the 5 Points Boxing Club and the Cleveland and Whitecap. Are both those organizations, is that free for the youth to participate in boxing?
Well, they have a registration fee, so they can register with USA Boxing, which again is the national governing body. However, I think that both those clubs, they raise money, and so those athletes do not have to pay to be registered. But they have to be registered, and all the rules of USA Boxing is followed. We have a doctor at ringside, so the athletes they have a pre-bout physical when the bout is over. They come out of the ring. The doctor once again checks them. So again, the safety of the athletes, number one. Let's go to the ring induction.
Boxing at a 5-point boxing here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Please welcome
So the red corner. Red corner, we got Tevin Watkins out of the YCAP Downtown Chattanooga Boxing Club, Pee Wee division, 85 pounds, and we have in the blue corner.
Lafomia, I believe.
Lafomia Bowerman out of 5-point boxing.
Right, so here you go. These are two local guys. Boyd Angel, once again, is our referee in the ring. These are pee-wees. So what that means is they're 8 to 10 years old. I enjoy watching these little guys.
They are so talented. Lafomia are coming out. He looks like some nice technical boxing. Tevin is being aggressive on the inside. Like Bowerman went for a Muay Thai clinch on his head, so Tevin was taken off guard by it.
Really working hard. Now, in this age and weight division, they box 1 minute rounds. But for these little guys, 1 minute is a long time.
It really is. I know, and I can only speak for Tevin, but I know he's in the boxing gym almost every day working hard, so he should be able to survive that 1 minute.
What I'd like for our viewers, listeners to understand that if you're interested in this sport and you want to start training and learn to compete, when you come into these gyms, you compete against other boxers that are your same age, your same weight, and your same experience. So, well, I couldn't step in the ring and compete with one of these guys. Of course you couldn't. They've been training for a long, long time. So if you're a beginner, you come into the gym, then you're paired up with beginners.
That's right, that's right. I think if you find a gym and you're just getting worked in there and beat up, you should probably find a different gym.
That's right. These coaches are real careful about developing these boxers, making it a good experience. What you want to do, you get them in the gym, you want to keep them there.
Amen. All right, we're about to start round 2. Tevin comes out, takes center ring. He start working his jab, trying to get on the inside. Get tangled up. Tevin falls, a little slip there.
Wasn't a knockdown, so that's why the referee didn't give an 8 count. He just slipped. It's just unbelievable, the talent. You know, these little boys are 10 years old, and they got a lot of skill.
I think more skill than most grown men. These guys can really throw hands. Bowerman seems to be a little bit more active, kind of bringing the fight to Watkins.
When you hear that bell or that clapping in the background, that means there's 15 seconds left in the round. So at the end of round 2, we got a close bout, Garrett.
It really was a close bout.
Once again, we want to thank Rodney Murray and the entire YMCA staff for opening up the Cleveland YMCA and allowing the state Silver Gloves to come here. Good crowd.
It's like a little packed house here. Every seat is filled.
Once again, these bouts that we're seeing, these first 6 bouts, 7 bouts, are what we call match bouts. And then later on in the card, then we'll be getting into the championship bouts for the right to go to the regional Silver Gloves at the end of this month, which is in Arkansas, Searcy, Arkansas. And then if they win in Searcy, Arkansas, the regionals, then they get to go to the nationals that's in Kansas City in February.
These guys get to travel a lot with their sport.
They get to travel.
Bowerman comes out, starts establishing the jab. I think Coach Rogers told Tevin something to get aggressive. He looks like he's been a little bit more aggressive this round to that body. Really like that head movement by Tevin Watkins. He's real side to side.
He's
slippery.
slick. He's hard to hit.
Bowerman's not letting up. He's continuing to push forward. He's got good conditioning.
Bowerman's definitely been a little bit more aggressive. At this size and age, they wear 10-ounce gloves. And once again, they don't sound like much, but when you're throwing hands for a minute, that's a lot of weight and a lot of time.
It really is. And it's like, well, that's the end of that bout. Close bout.
Very, very close. So we're going to learn the winner right with you, our viewers. We don't have access to the scorecard, so when the PA announcer at ringside announces the winner, that's when we find out the winner, Garrett. So I don't know. It's pretty close.
It's close. Either way, like I said, these guys are winners for jumping in there, and they're getting great experience to actually get in the ring, learn what it's about to compete, what the nerves are like. So it's a win-win for them.
No question. And just the lessons they learn in boxing about discipline and habits and hard work, it's invaluable. So we'll go to our PA announcer.
All right, Bowerman seemed to won that fight from 5-point boxing. Good job, Bowerman.
Lafomia Bowerman. We're probably saying that wrong, so if his mama's watching on TV, don't be too hard on us.
All right, up next, we got Ty Barnett from Second Chance Boxing in the senior novice division, 132. And we now have Jonathan Alejandro from 5-point boxing. No. I got that wrong. Ty Barnett against Jose Pilco from round 1 boxing.
That's correct.
Okay.
Second Chance Boxing, that's up in Athens, Tennessee. Round 1 boxing, that's in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, these are senior novices. A senior novice is somebody that's 18 years old or older and have had less than 10 bouts. That's a senior novice. So we're moving up in age and we're moving up in weight. So these are big guys. These are full-grown men right here.
Full-grown men and maybe got a little bit later start in boxing.
That's correct. They'll compete 2-minute rounds, 3 2-minute rounds.
Bout number 3 in the senior novice division, 176 pounds, from the Second Chance Boxing Club out of red corner, Ty Barnett. His opponent in the blue corner, representing round 1 boxing out of Birmingham, please welcome Jose Pilco.
Garrett, I'll mention too, is we go up in size like this, we go up in the size of the gloves. So they wear 12-ounce gloves in this weight division.
Okay, Ty Barnett, he's a little bit taller of the fighter. Got about an inch on a Pilco. Comes out of the southpaw stance, Ty Barnett.
Good straight punches out of Barnett out of the red corner.
Barnett seems to be managing that distance pretty well, but Pilco seems to be wanting to run in on him and make it a dirty fight. Not a dirty fight, but more of a brawl. Guys are feeling each other out a little bit right now. Looks like Ty Barnett's waiting on his opportunity to strike.
A referee in the ring for this bout is Judge Hill from Knoxville. We appreciate Judge Hill coming down to help us. Once again, all these officials are volunteers. And you just couldn't do it without these volunteers.
Really can't. Nice 1-2 by Barnett. He kind of measured him up with that jab. He's staying on that back feet. He's really managing that distance well. Hey, you got him in the corner though, so.
Yeah, he needs to spin out, and Barnett needs to use his length to his advantage. Jose Pilco from the Round 1 Boxing Club, an orthodox boxer, and Ty Barnett is a southpaw. So 10 seconds in this first round here.
Nice body shot, Barnett.
There we go, round number 1.
Nice round. Barnett, really technical fighter. He looked good in there. Decides not to use a stool. I guess that's probably something that comes out of his gym. He probably doesn't use a stool in training.
Well, he's coached by the legendary Jamie Ellison. Jamie was a great boxer himself, tough coach. He probably won't let his athletes sit down.
Please put your hands together for this group of people behind me. Rock steady.
Our public address announcer just recognized the Rock Steady Boxing Club, which takes place here at the Cleveland Family YMCA. Rock Steady is a program for people with Parkinson's disease. And of course, it's a non-contact, but they do a boxing workout, hit the hand pads and the heavy bags. And there's been a lot of research behind that helps with Parkinson's disease.
Excellent. It really helps with the hand-eye coordination.
That's right.
I take it. Excellent.
And so we're glad to have them here tonight.
Yes, sir. I think some of our guys at YCAP actually volunteer and help some of those.
That's
the
correct.
Rock Steady boxing.
They do.
Back in round 2. Again, it's Pilco is wanting to make it a real close fight, work on the infighting. Barnett continues to throw great combos, connecting with most punches. It's a tie, Pilco up in the middle. Oh.
So Judge Hill steps in and asks that Jose get his punches up. If you notice the contrasting waistband, they both were wearing white. Obviously, you cannot punch below that waistline. So that's what Judge Hill, the referee, was telling them to get their punches up.
Barnett doesn't seem as mobile as the first round, which is natural, I guess, as the time goes on. But Pilco is continuing to press forward, put Barnett against the ropes. Those combos are working for Barnett, though, up close, so he's having some luck with that.
Ty Barnett from the Second Chance Boxing Club, he just looks sharp. He doesn't look like a novice boxer. He looks like he's had a lot of experience, Gary.
He really does. He's throwing multiple punches. About every shot, he's working combos. Man, that 6'3", 4
isn't that pretty?
That uppercut to the stomach's about connecting about every time.
Ty Barnett's very, very well coached. Some great combinations, moves really well, gives his opponent a lot of angles. So coming to the end of round 2.
These guys fought hard. That was a hard round. Barnett seems to be able to fight, at a distance and up close.
He really does. I mentioned earlier, a novice boxer is a boxer that's had 10 bouts or less. He looks like he's had many more than that. He looks like if he's not ready for the open division, and he obviously isn't because he hasn't had that many bouts in his pass book, but he's about ready, I would think.
He looks like it. I bet he's fighting a lot in the gym. He's getting a lot of training, training.
He's getting a lot of good sparring, and again, I know his coach really well. Great coach over here. We're so grateful for Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv. We're glad you're here and bringing these bouts. We thank the YMCA, the Cleveland Family YMCA. What a beautiful, beautiful facility.
Third round starting. Barnett spun around Pilco. Pilco continues to push forward, making this a close fight. Barnett really managing that distance, pushing them back and ranging them up.
You know, I really believe Ty Barnett is probably ahead in this bout based on how we're able to see it from here. But I tell you what, Jose Pilco, there's no quit in him.
No.
He just keeps coming forward.
He is not going away.
He's not going to go away. Ty Barnett just seems to have a little bit more skill. Jose Pilco just is right there. Barnett's having no trouble finding his opponent. He's right there.
He is. He's connecting with most of his punches right there on the inside to Pilco. Again, Pilco stays aggressive. These guys both look conditioned. They don't seem to be too tired. I mean, I know they may be exhausted, but they're still going. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Barnett's connecting quite a bit to Pilco. Pilco's just kind of putting his head down and pushing forward. Oh. Barnett connecting threes and fours.
Both these boxers digging deep as we're getting to the final seconds of the third round, final seconds of this bout, and they just keep working. We have 10 seconds to go. Both boxers they've left it all out there.
They sure did. That's the end of the round.
That's the end of the bout. Wow, great bout. Both boxers worked very hard.
These guys can keep their head up for sure.
You know, I always say there are no losers. Somebody's gonna get their hand raised, but if you get in that ring, you're a winner. Well, we're going to learn who our winner is, as you do. And again, it's a 10-point must. And our judges around ringside, they're all volunteers. And they've all judged bouts for many years, and they know what to look for. So we appreciate them so much.
All right, we do have
So here we go.
Bout number 3 in the senior novice division. He comes out of the red corner, Ty Barnett.
So there you go, Garrett. Ty Barnett out of the Second Chance Boxing Club. What are your thoughts?
Man, he was a sharp boxer, really putting those combos together. Pilco was no slouch. He kept coming at him, and Barnett kept answering.
Just a great bout in the senior novice division.
Up next, we got Jeremiah Adams. Jeremiah Adams out of Round 1 Boxing. Again, a senior novice at 132 against Jonathan Alejandro from 5 Point Boxing. So the second fighter out of 5 Point.
Once again, 2 amateur boxing clubs here in Cleveland. So if you live here local, 5 Point Boxing Club. The coach over there in the blue corner, Ralph Diggs, he would love to have you. And then you've also got the Whitecap Boxing Club here in Cleveland as well. So if you ever thought about you might like to try amateur boxing, I would encourage you to go one of those places, either 5 Point Boxing or Whitecap Boxing. Go visit them, work out, see if you like it or not. It's just a great sport, Garrett.
It really is, and it saved a lot of people's lives too. It does a lot more than just a sport. It keeps people off the streets, keeps these kids off the streets. Great program.
His opponent in the blue corner from 5 Point Boxing Club, please welcome Jonathan Alejandro.
All right, the guys meet up in the middle. They look ready.
Once again, these are senior novices, so that means they've had less than 10 bouts. They are 132 pounds. So to be a senior novice, less than 10 bouts, and over 18 years old or over. So these are full-grown men.
Alejandro coming out aggressive. Adams really establishing that jab. He keeps a good distance. Got a good high guard. Alejandro keeps pressing, moving forward. Adams keeping that jab, keeping him on the jab. Nice technical boxing. Adams has Alejandro on the ropes. Alejandro spins out, takes the center of the ring. Adams back on the jab. Nice combo by Adams.
Once again, Judge Hill from Knoxville, Tennessee is our referee in the ring. Both boxers working. 3 2-minute rounds in this division. Just can't emphasize enough when you think, well, 1 minute round, 2 minute round, that doesn't seem very long. I can do that. It's a long time when you're out there in the middle of that ring, your adrenaline's going, you're throwing hands and you're getting hit and trying to avoid getting hit. Conditioning's such a big part of this sport.
It really is, and this Adams kid, he's not going away. He keeps coming at you, so you better be conditioned. Alejandro as well.
10 seconds to go here in round 1. Once again, Jeremiah Adams from the Round 1 Boxing Club. That's out of Birmingham, Alabama. And then Jonathan is from the 5 Point Boxing Club right here in Cleveland. But a good first round, Garrett.
It was an excellent first round. It was action from the start to the finish of that round. Hard to judge that one. Both guys decide to stay up in the corner, no sitting down. Again, that's probably something in the gym that when they're sparring, they probably don't sit down in the gym, so they want to mimic what they do in training.
Probably so. We're so glad that you're tuned in with us, and we've probably got people from all over Tennessee and Georgia and Alabama. If your son or somebody you know, a friend, is competing tonight, well, we're glad you've tuned in to 104.1 Mix TV. So we're ready for round number 2.
Back to the action. The guys immediately come out, keep throwing. Alejandro really wants to press, get inside and make it a close fight, and Adams wants to establish that jab, stay at the distance.
Boy, we're so grateful for our sponsors for Mix 104 TV tonight, First Horizon Bank. We're grateful for those guys. Mars Wrigley, they're hiring over there. If you're looking for employment, go to their website, careers.mars.com, and they need you over there. Mountain View Nissan, we appreciate them too.
Where automotive dreams become reality.
Well, these two novice boxers, and you can tell that they're not quite as experienced as the bout just before this, but that's why they call them novices. They're learning the sport, and they'll get better as they get opportunities to compete like this. And that's why we call these match bouts. They don't advance. This is about getting competition, experience, and getting better.
As the match has gone on, they're starting to close in. The distance isn't really a thing anymore. They're really just going at it.
Just kind of in survival mode, it looks like.
That's right.
We're winding down to the end of round number 2. There's the bell and the end of round number 2.
Again, start to finish action. No, it's no wonder they're a little exhausted. Now, Joe, the YCAP is in how many different places now in Tennessee?
Well, there's 3 locations of YCAP. Of course, YCAP stands for YMCA Community Action Project, a program that started back in 1998. That's a long time ago. And Andy Smith directs that program now, and he has 3 locations, one in downtown Chattanooga, one at the Brainerd Recreation Center in Chattanooga, and then one here in Cleveland over on Smith Avenue. So they work with at-risk youth, middle school age youth that may be struggling academically, behaviorally, providing tutorial services, mentoring, and of course this great sport, boxing.
So you guys do a lot more than boxing.
Well, yes. I mean, and again, the idea is to treat the holistic child, teach lessons about life.
Looks like the coaches lit a fire under these guys. They came out of the 3rd round really throwing down.
Boxing is so much different than, in team sports, basketball, football. You can take a little time off maybe and rest a minute, but in boxing, you take time off and you try to rest. That's when you're going to get hurt.
That's right. They say inactivity is the worst thing a boxer can have, isn't it?
Well, both these young novice boxers, they're staying busy.
They sure are. Adam seemed to have abandoned the distance management. He's kind of leaning in forward now to Alejandro. Alejandro's more staying at a distance, so maybe he's a little bit more of a conditioned fighter. We'll see.
It's a good uppercut there.
Nice uppercut. Hey, that's him having some luck with that 6'3". Alejandro doesn't mind fighting there on the inside. He goes in, turns him around, takes the center.
It's a good straight left hand by Alejandro. Just keep throwing that left hand. 10 seconds to go in the bout.
Both guys unloading. Adams really going for it.
And there's the bell to end the 3rd round and the bout.
Good sportsmanship there. The guys hug it out. Much respect for both of them.
Well, they do. You'll notice every bout, Garrett, when these boxers, they know what each other goes through to train, to get ready to come and compete. And so they have tremendous amount of respect for each other, win or lose.
And that's really a nice thing to see when 2 people are, quote unquote, fighting and then are giving each other a hug after the fight.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're going to find out the winner of this bout number 4 in the 132-pound senior novice division. We'll learn it just as you do. So many people to thank for making tonight possible. First of all, the Cleveland Family YMCA, Mountain View Nissan, Cleveland Tire, Cleveland Ford, First Horizon Bank. Now let's get our winner.
Mars Wrigley.
He's out of the blue corner, Jonathan Alejandro.
So there you go. Jonathan Alejandro from the 5 Point Boxing Club is the winner of that bout in the 132-pound division. Your thoughts, Garrett?
Good job, young men. I mean, these guys fought hard. I mean, they fought really hard. So, hats off to them. Alejandro was the most aggressive fighter, but like I said, these guys are putting it all out on the line. Adams can keep his head up. He fought hard.
I just, I've always said there just are no losers. And you have somebody that's going to win on the scorecard and get his hand raised, but there are no losers.
We got the little guys coming up next. Another Pee Wee division fight, 65-pounders. We got Bryson Henderson out of American Pride Boxing. I'm not for sure where that's at.
That's in Clarksville, Tennessee.
I have some audio issues. Can you hear? Then we have Copeland out of the Wildcat Boxing Club. He fights out of the downtown Chattanooga Boxing Club, 8 years old.
Moving on to bout number 5, the Pee-wee 65-pound division. In the red corner from the American Pride Boxing Club, please welcome Henderson. His opponent in the blue corner on the YMCA Wildcat Boxing
Check.
Please welcome Copeland.
All right, the little Pee-wee guys step up into the middle of the ring, get the.
We are now, yeah. This boxer out of the red corner, Bryson Henderson, American Pride, they're from Clarksville, Tennessee, and their coach was telling me earlier they had a little damage last week. You know, the tornadoes that came through Clarksville, and they had a little damage to their gym, but they got the roof back on. They're back in the gym training, and we're glad everybody's safe, and we're glad they're here.
Yes, sir.
Garrett, I just love these little guys, 65-pounders, and we call it the Pee-wee division, so that means they're 8 or 9 years old, so very young. If you are interested in getting involved in amateur boxing, you can start as early as 8 years old. 8 years old, but these guys, I think, are in the 9 and 10-year-old division.
I think Baya may be 8 years old, but man, the technicality of these guys already at 8 is just amazing.
They just look like little pros out there, don't they?
They sure do.
End of round 1. These guys box 3 one-minute rounds.
Abaya Copeland has Coach Roger Hilly over there in his corner. He got some professional help. That's pretty awesome. So
we're going to try to get Roger to come sit with us during the intermission. And just an incredible young man, incredible young coach, and now 13-0 as a professional boxer.
Impressive.
And so we're going to try to get Roger to come visit with us during the intermission time.
Now, Roger helps out about every day over at the Wildcat Boxing Club.
He does.
Mentoring these young guys.
He does. He's just an incredible young man. Here we go. We're ready for round number 2 in the 65-pound Pee-wee division. Boyd Angel from Pikeville, Tennessee is back up in the ring as our referee.
Bio's pressing forward, really using that head movement, trying to get to the body. He's a little bit shorter, the fighter. He's really working him this round. Henderson seems to be keeping that distance, keeping him at the end of his punches.
Henderson is a little bit taller than Copeland, and
he is.
He's trying to slip those punches. Copeland's trying to get underneath the long arms of Henderson.
And Henderson's doing a good job using his range, using what God gave him here.
It's just amazes me at the talent level, these little guys. They look like they've been boxing forever.
They really do.
We're coming to the end of round 2, and there we have our bell. We've finished 2 rounds of 3, and just so much fun to watch these little guys. Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, we thank you guys over there for helping us out tonight. MixTV.tv, we appreciate you giving these children the opportunity, I say children, young people, young adults, to compete and be on television. This is something they'll go home tonight and replay, and they probably have a lot of friends and family watching right now. So, Mix 104.1 and all these different sponsors we'll mention throughout the night. Couldn't do it without you. This is the 2023 Tennessee State Silver Gloves. And these bouts we're seeing right now are what we call match bouts, so they won't be advancing to the region, but we'll be seeing some championship bouts here in just a little while.
Copeland seems to be pressing forward, trying to take away that reach advantage that Henderson has.
Just keeps coming forward. Copeland's got a big old heart. He just keeps coming forward. Henderson trying to keep him away with his long left hand, his jab.
Really doing a good job. He seems to be connecting with a lot of his straight shots.
Once again, in amateur boxing, you compete against boxers of the same age, same weight, same experience. That's why we have all these different divisions. And there's the bell, ending round number 3 and ending the bout. I would hate to be a judge on that one, Garrett.
Well,
you could almost flip a coin. It could go either way.
Yeah, really. Man, the heart that these guys show is just amazing.
Well, you know, they come into the gym just about every day, so they really got to love the sport to give up time on their Game Boys and their Xboxes. Instead of doing that, they're in the gym, and we need more and more kids to get involved.
Really do. And boxing's one of those sports where there's not a lot of glory. You know, there's not cheerleaders, and the school doesn't maybe know that you box. So it's really an individual sport that you got to go out there and compete in. So,
but such a great way to develop young people into being productive, contributing members of society. Here's our winner. Both boxers, great job. So there's our winner. He's boxing out of the red corner from the American Pride Boxing Club up in Clarksville, Tennessee, Bryson Henderson. Very, very close bout.
Looks like we got another American Pride boxer, Adrian Phillips, 156-pounder out of the senior novice division against Elder Trinos out of $1 Billion Boxing Club.
American Pride, once again, Clarksville, Tennessee area, $1 Billion Boxing Club.
Out of the blue corner.
Out of the blue corner.
Man, this venue is wonderful, Joe. The atmosphere, the music, the camera angles, it's all great.
Well, I think this is a first for Mix 104.1 TV, MixTV.tv, but it's also a first for Joe Smith and Garrett Boyd, so we're all learning together.
That's right.
But it's really a lot of fun. This bout is in the 156-pound senior novice division. Judge Hill from Knoxville, Tennessee is the referee that's back in the ring. These coaches, officials, referees are all volunteers. Nobody's paid to do this. So, I just commend all these volunteers for being involved in these young people's lives.
Really doing it for the love of the sport. These guys are 156, but they look pretty big. They look pretty like some solid fellas.
They do. They're full-grown men. To be a senior novice, once again, you have to have 10 bouts or less, and you have to be 18 years old or older. They'll box 3 2-minute rounds.
Trinos comes out aggressive.
Wow, these guys are strong. They're throwing hard. You can tell both these boxers spend a lot of time in the weight room.
Oh,
too.
yeah, they're throwing hard. They're big boys, strong looking. Nice jab to the stomach, taking away some of that air.
Good head movement by Adrian Phillips.
Nice body shot
Good
by
body
Phillips.
shot.
Phillips showing some good footwork. Good head movement. Nice jab. Phillips is doing a good job changing levels, working that body, and then getting up to the head.
He is.
Impressed with his footwork.
Giving good angles. So that's important for that boxer to move and give angles and not just stay right in front of his opponent. Both these guys are doing a good job of that.
Trinos not going anywhere. Continue to stay on that jab. Seems to be connecting quite a bit with it.
10 seconds to go in this, the first round of 3 2-minute rounds. And there we have it. There's the bell ending round number 1. What do you think, Garrett?
That was good work. Hard fight.
Senior novices, 156 pounds. All night long, you'll see scrolling at the bottom of your screen the different sponsors that are making tonight possible. So if you get a chance to patronize those sponsors, you do that. They're investing in the work of Mix 104.1 and tonight MixTV.tv. We thank them for coming out, and these kids are really enjoying having an opportunity to be in front of the camera and the lights. So we're ready for round number 2.
Trinos comes out, tries to take the middle of the ring. Phillips staying with that footwork. Keeping good distance. He seems to have fallen down.
I think it was just a slip, so Judge Hill didn't give him an 8 count because he obviously was just a slip.
Trinos continues to do a good job staying on that jab, scoring points.
Both these boxers working hard, and once again, they look like they're more advanced than being just novices. But that's usually as a result of some good coaching in the gym and getting a lot of gym work.
Phillips keeping those hands pretty low, but stays out of trouble with that footwork and head movement.
Yeah, you're right. He's carrying his hands really low, but what's keeping him from getting hit is he's got such good footwork, good movement, giving angles. Both these boxers very, very strong.
Oh, Phillips with a flurry right there.
Backed him up. So we're coming to the end of round number 2. These boxers, both of them working very, very hard. Both of them heavy hitters. And there we are at the end of round number 2. Good boxing.
It's like 2 rams running into each other. They're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. So this 3rd round should be interesting because I don't know right now, Garrett. It's a very, very close bout. It could go either way. So this 3rd round is going to decide it.
There's no quit in either one of them, that's for sure.
So if you're watching amateur boxing for the first time here on Mix 104.1 Mix TV. What a great sport. There's 2 clubs. Once again, I'll mention this throughout the night right here in Cleveland, Bradley County, 5 Point Boxing Club, and also the YCAP Boxing Club, always welcoming athletes to come in to train. Give the sport a try. You may find that you love it. Absolutely no quitting these guys.
Really a good display of pugilism here.
That's what it is.
Phillips is throwing these punches with bad intentions, every one of them. It looks like it could knock about anybody out.
Well, yeah, I mean, just looking at the upper body of both these young men, you can tell they not only they box and condition, but they're spending some time in the weight room somewhere. Very, very strong young men. So that's what I looked like, Garrett, about 60 years ago.
We need to see the picture. We need to put that up in the YCAP.
No, the reality is I never looked like that. These are strong young men.
Yeah, you were more of a runner physique,
I was
right?
a runner, right.
Trinos, he's really staying on that jab. It's been working for him all night here.
Yeah, that offhand, that jab hand is so important. It sets up the right hand. It sets up the hook. It's kind of like running the football off tackle. That jab sets up so many other things.
It's just a back and forth battle, back and forth. He's going to get Phillips, and Phillips is going to flurry right here. Boom. You just can't put the guy in the corner. He's liable to hurt you if you put him in a corner.
There we go. End of round number 3 and the end of this bout. I have no idea who won that bout.
Who knows?
It was so very, very close. Garrett, what do you think, buddy? Who won this bout?
It's too tough to call right now.
Well, we're going to find out here in just a minute. Judge Hill once again was our referee. And you'll notice when these boxers come out of the ring, our ringside physician will examine them again. Each boxer has to have a physical before they compete, and then the ringside doctor will check them as they come out of the ring. So let's listen for our winner.
He's boxing out of the red corner, Adrian Phillips.
So Adrian Phillips from the American Pride Boxing Club. Your thoughts, Garrett?
It was a battle. It could have went either way. Like a lot of these fights, they've been pretty neck to neck. So, I mean, both these guys are really, really strong. They've got a nice future ahead of them, it seems.
If you'll notice, the bouts that we've had so far have all been very, very close, very, very competitive. Nobody has run away with any bout. All of them have been very close.
I think that's really a testament to their training, Joe. I mean, these guys are working hard, good coaches, good gyms.
That's right. And then once again in amateur boxing, we try to be very careful to make sure that they are competing against athletes that are their same age, their same weight, and their same experience. So when you're careful to do that, then you have good competition. We have joined with us now Rodney Murray. Rodney is the executive director of the Cleveland Family YMCA. Rodney, sit in with us on this bout. Let's talk about the YMCA a little bit.
Definitely do so.
So we're ready for bout number 7. Who we got here, Garrett?
See, bout number 7, we have Francisco Luna out of Top Dog Boxing. Not sure where that's at. Do you know where that's at, Joe?
That is in Georgia.
Okay.
Warner Robins, Georgia, I think.
Warner Robins. All right, this senior novice division, 132-pounder against Antoine Tatum out of Round 1 Boxing.
And
Tatum.
that's Birmingham.
So
And these are 132-pound senior novices.
So we got Tatum out of the blue corner, and we got Luna out of the red corner.
Our referee in the ring for this bout. Let's get the introduction.
132-pound weight class. Boxing out of the red corner from Top Dog Boxing. Please welcome Francisco Luna. His opponent in the blue corner from Round 1 Boxing. Please welcome Antoine Tatum.
Our referee in this bout is Ralph Diggs. You've heard me mention earlier tonight the 5 Point Boxing Club. Ralph directs that 5 Point Boxing Club right here in Cleveland. Coaches some kids. He was coaching a while ago. Now he's stepping in as one of our volunteer referees. So we appreciate
He does it
him.
all.
He
does
just
it all.
does
doesn't
it
he?
all.
Jack of all trades.
So, Rodney, first of all, thank you for opening the doors of the Cleveland Family YMCA. What a beautiful, beautiful facility. Thank you for hosting these young boxers, and what a great time everybody seems to be having.
Oh, 100%. This is just a great opportunity for us as well, just to highlight some of the other things that the YMCA is into out there, and the YCAP boxing program is one of our definitely one of our flagship activities, and to support them and then support this state tournament is just a great asset to the YMCA as well as the Cleveland community, and we're just glad to be here.
Well, everybody seems to be having a good time. We got some good boxing here going on, Garrett. What's your thoughts early on?
Tatum seems to be. They both seem to be game fighters. Let me watch it a little bit more. I was paying attention to the interview.
Well, again, they're senior novices, and which means that they're 18 years old and above, and they've had 10 bouts or less, 3 2-minute rounds, and we're coming up on the close of round number 1, and we're gonna find out some more about the YMCA. We've had to have a good crowd here tonight, and boxers again from Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. 10 seconds to go here in round number 1.
Tatum's doing a good job, staying on that back foot, letting Luna step in and falling in a little bit.
So there we go, the end of round number 1. Rodney, how long has the YMCA, this particular building, been here?
Been here since 2000. It's 23 years old, looking pretty good for its age, and it's a great facility. It's over 78,000 square feet. We're on a 17-acre campus, and we're just a happening place, especially tonight. These are some great athletes, and these guys have worked really hard to get to this point, and they're wanting to get to the next level as well. And these guys are fighting their hearts out tonight. And we're just so glad that we can have it here in our facility and have plenty of space. Great crowd here tonight. Great crowd. And we're joined by our rock steady boxers. You talked about that a little bit earlier. And it's just a great night.
Okay, we're ready for round number 2. Rodney, we're going to come back to you between rounds again, because I want you to talk a little bit about some of the programs here, address, website. We want to give everybody that's listening or watching some information about the YMCA. So we're in round number 2 in the 132-pound senior novice division.
Luna is staying aggressive. He's really bringing the fight to Tatum, but I don't think Tatum minds that. He's taking a half step back and letting him catch him with that 3-2. Luna's staying pursuit. He's really being aggressive.
Really close bout. Really close bout right now. So what do you think, Garrett?
Luna is staying aggressive. He's bringing the fight to Tatum. He seems to be getting a more aggressive fighter, but Tatum seems to be a little bit more polished, connecting with the combos. But Luna's keeping with that dog on the back of his shirt. He's being a dog in there. He's staying after him.
Now, once again, we mentioned this is the novice division, so that means that they've had 10 bouts or less. And so as a boxer gets 10 or more, or gets more than 10, then they're called open division. That's where they're really getting experience. And so this is the novice division, and you can tell both these boxers are beginners, or just learning the sport. But once again, if you have an interest in getting involved in amateur boxing, you don't go into the gym and compete with somebody that's been there a long time. You compete with other boxers, same age, same weight, and the key, same experience. And that's what we have here. Two boxers that they're probably just very new to the sport. So, Rodney, what's the address here at the YMCA?
We are at 220 Urbane Road, Northeast in Cleveland, Tennessee, 37312.
So right off Paul Huff.
Right off Paul Huff, yes.
So it's easy to find. So if you've never been, you live in the Cleveland area, you've never been to the Cleveland Family YMCA, my goodness, come down here and at least do a tour. And there's so many things going on. Rodney, tell us about some of the things that are going on.
We've got it all. We've got indoor and outdoor pools. We have a 9,000 square foot fitness center. We have racquetball. We have 2 gymnasiums. We have pickleball. We have group fitness classes. We have a cycle center. We have child care. That's the one thing that sets the YMCA apart from other organizations is we have child care, and that's available to members at no cost.
Rodney, we're going to come back to you. My goodness, so many things going on here at the Cleveland Family YMCA. So here we go, Garrett.
Got a little slip here right up front. Luna is coming out aggressive again. We'll see if Tatum continues to keep him at bay. Good shot by Luna, backing him up. But Luna has Tatum right where he wants him. Tatum spins him around.
So Luna, he's orthodox, and then over there in the blue corner, Tatum is southpaw. So both boxers seem to be confused by each other.
Yeah, Luna's headgear seems to be a little bit too big for him, causing him some distraction. Hopefully they get that straightened out probably next fight. Tatum's got him wrapped up. He seems a little exhausted here. But Luna's a dog. He keeps coming forward. And he's not going to stop either.
Well, it says that on the back of his singlet there, I believe says Top Dog, because he's representing the Top Dog Boxing Club.
It's fitting. Like Tatum's going to get a standing 8 count.
In amateur boxing, all that 8 count means is it gives the referee a kind of a little pause, and he's going to make sure that boxer's okay, because in amateur boxing, the safety of the boxer absolutely comes first.
Tatum seems to be getting a little tired. He's holding on to Luna. Luna seems fresh. He's up on his feet, bouncing around.
We're coming to the final seconds of the second round here. And there we go, the end of round number 2. So So Rodney, you mentioned so many programs that you have going on. I guess you got sports leagues too, don't you?
We do. We have sports leagues, basketball, volleyball, soccer. We have all sorts of things. I do want to take a second just to thank Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. These guys are just great friends of the YMCA, and they are supporting us with the coverage tonight, both video and well, I guess it's not on the radio, but it is on video on YouTube TV and on their website, mymix1041.com. Station owner Steve Hartline is an avid YMCA member, works out here almost every day, as does his family. And we just want to shout out to them and thank them so much for this.
Okay, we're going to get a winner here.
In the 132-pound senior novice division, he's out of the red corner, Francisco Luna.
There we go. Our winner in bout number 7, Francisco Luna from the Top Dog Boxing Club. Now, we've got just a brief 10-minute intermission, but we don't want you to go anywhere, Rodney. We want to talk about the Y some more, and then we're going to bring up Roger Healy here in just a minute. You mentioned, Rodney, you mentioned Mix 104.1 and their willingness to come cover this. Let me tell you, I've been doing this now, not on television or radio. This is new to me too, but I've been involved in the sport and traveling all over the world, really. And never is a local show. That's what this would be, just what we would call a local show, a state show. Nobody does this. So Mix 104, Mix TV is to be commended for what they're doing here tonight.
Very much so. And then the other thing it does is these folks are traveling from all over, as you mentioned earlier. This gives families an opportunity to watch the fights, watch the bouts, and those that can't travel here to see it can watch it totally free on YouTube and see their loved ones perform here tonight. And it's just a great opportunity.
This is really a professional setup too. I mean, all these great camera angles. I mean, it's top notch.
Yes, it is.
Well, if they only had some commentators that were top notch, Garrett, but it is a lot of fun. Rodney, tell us how, if I'm listening tonight or I'm watching and I want to become a part of the YMCA, what do I need to do?
All you got to do is just come down. We actually have a special coming up. We're going to be open for the first time ever on January 1. And if you come down on January 1st, we're going to be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you come down and join up, there you'll pay no joining fee. That's the extra activation fee we have on memberships. So that'll save you $50. And then not only that, but you'll pay nothing for the month of January. So if you come in on January 1st and join, you're going to walk out of here not spending a dime until February. Just get to access everything that we have here at the YMCA, all the different activities and programs and facility amenities, and go swimming, get in the hot tub, get in the steam room, sauna. I mentioned earlier the 9,000 square foot fitness center, and then the big thing for us is child care. We have 2 child care centers that families can use while they're working out. So you come in to work out, you can check your child into a safe environment in child care. We have 2 different centers, one from 8 weeks up to 5 years, and then another for 5 years up to 11 years. That 5-year-olds being a transition year. You can choose either one of the facilities or go back and forth, whichever one that you want that suits your child. And again, there's no extra cost for that. That's included in your membership. All of the staff are background checked, fingerprinted, trained. It is a top-notch program that you would usually only see like with a daycare center or something like that. Again, you can use it up to 2 hours per day, up to 10 hours a week, and there's no additional cost for that. So that's the one great thing that sets us apart. Then we have all of the sports activities. If you're looking for basketball, we have basketball starting up in January. It's not too late to sign up. That's from 3-year-olds all the way through 7-year-olds.
That's awesome.
Yes.
3 years old.
Yeah, 3 years old. You can come and you can sign them up for basketball. And it's just a great environment and a great setup for those young kids to get them started, get them ready for their school teams later on.
That's so good. Now, before I let you go, one more time, give us the address.
Sure. It is 220 Urbane Road Northeast. And that's just off Paul Huff Parkway and on the northeast side of town. And we're open through the week, 5 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 to 6, and on Sundays, 1 to 5. And the phone number is 423-476-5573. And then you can see us on the web at ymcachattanooga.org. We are a branch of the YMCA of Metropolitan Chattanooga, so you go to ymcachattanooga.org, and you can choose locations and find the Cleveland YMCA there. You can even sign up for a membership on there as well.
Rodney, once again, thank you for hosting the 2023 Tennessee State Golden Gloves. After the intermission, we're going to get into these championship bouts. It's going to be fun. But can't thank you enough. Beautiful, beautiful facility. So I encourage everybody in Cleveland, Bradley County, come visit this place. What a great family place, and a place for you and every member of your family.
That's right. And don't forget to tune in to Mix 104.1 FM, WCLE. And they're great sponsors here tonight. So if you haven't ever listened to them, and I think just about everybody in this area has, but if you haven't, check them out. And you can also check them out worldwide on the web at mymix1041.com. So just check those guys out. Great supporters here tonight, and we appreciate them tremendously.
Thank you so much, Rodney. Now we're going to bring in somebody that many of you know. Roger, put the headset on there. And how are you doing tonight, young man? We have Roger Healy. Now, if you follow boxing, Roger Hitman Healy. Roger is a professional boxer with a record of 13-0, but more importantly, Roger is a coach and a mentor for the YCAP Boxing Club. Welcome, Roger. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, Roger, tell us a little bit about the YCAP Boxing Club.
Well, the YCAP Boxing Club is a early intervention program for at-risk youth, and I also came through that program, and I think that's one of the assets that I bring to the table, being an employee there. Because the kids, they can relate to me because I was once that kid that sat in that seat. And so they respect me on a whole different level because I've been through what they've been through. And they kind of gravitate towards me and trust me and my guidance. So,
Roger, how old are you now?
I'm 29 years old.
Well, still just a young, good-looking man. Why boxing? Why is boxing so good for young people?
Well, I believe that boxing is similar to life. And the adversity in life is similar in boxing, because in life you're going to get knocked back down. So boxing your life is like a boxing match, pretty much. And when you get knocked down, it's not about you getting knocked down, it's about how many times you get back up. So I think that the discipline that boxing teaches you and the structure that it teaches you and the guidance, I think that it's a great tool for life outside of the ring.
So what you do at the YCAP Boxing Club, not only are you teaching the sport that you love and are experienced in, but you're also teaching life lessons.
Yes, I believe that if you can put those gloves on and box for a 3-minute round, if you give up in that in a workout, you're probably going to give up when life hits you hard with a good punch.
Okay. Now, let's talk about you personally. How did it help you personally to get to where you're at today?
Boxing kind of opened up a lot of doors for me. Boxing has taken me all over the world and helped me learn my true passion, which is giving back. I believe that my heart I was meant to be a part of YCAP, the YCAP family. And I think that I was meant to open up doors for the next generation behind me.
So not too long ago, not too many years ago, you were an amateur boxing, just like the young people were saying tonight. And just real quickly, talk about some of the titles that you won as an amateur, and then we're going to talk about your pro career.
Well, I won the ringside world championship 2 years in a row. I've been a lot of different places. I was able to represent the United States in the USA versus Dominican Republic combatives.
So a dual meet.
Yes, I did a dual meet representing the states, and I've just been around a lot of time. I've been around for a long time.
So as an amateur boxer, then you got to travel all over the country and compete against other amateurs, and then you turn pro, and you're now 13-0 as a pro, and your careers continues to move. So what are you working on right now? When is your next fight?
Well, my next fight on schedule is January 31st against Romero Duno. He's a great, I like to call him a great gatekeeper. He's fought some notable names such as Frank Martin and Ryan Garcia. So I just want to get that name under my belt, and that'll kind of catapult me into the next level of my career.
Okay, so where is that fight at, Roger?
And that fight is going to be in Plant City, Florida.
Plant City, so that's close to Orlando, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's an hour away from Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're training. You won't get to eat much turkey over the holidays, will you?
Nah, I won't get to train, but I've been doing this for a long time, and I've made those sacrifices. I sometimes I miss out, but I celebrate later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Roger, our action's going to start back, but can you stay with us for a few minutes, and maybe we can talk some more through this next bout?
Absolutely.
We're getting ready to get into now the championship bout. So what's going to happen is these boxers that are competing over our next several bouts, they are competing for the right to advance to the regional silver gloves, which will be held in Searcy, Arkansas. So here's the introduction of our next bout.
To the evening, championship silver glove finals. The winners will be moving on to Searcy, Arkansas in 2 weeks for the regional silver gloves. Bout number 8 in the panel, 70-pound division. Out of the red corner from Paris downtown, please welcome Max Harrison.
Then we got Max Harrison out of Paris downtown. Marcus Hancock out of Ace Miller. That's over in Knoxville, isn't it?
That's Knoxville.
All right.
These are bantams, so that means that they are 13, 14 years old. 11, 12 years old. 11, 12 years old. They'll box 3 minute-and-a-half rounds. They're 70-pounders, and they are competing for the right to be the Tennessee State Silver Gloves champion and advance to Searcy, Arkansas. A lot of early action here. As we've said all night long, Gary, I just love watching these little guys, and they stay constantly busy, and their skill level, even though they're so young, just amazing skill level, moving their heads and good footwork, giving angles. It's just absolutely amazing.
Really is. Harrison's really pressing the action here.
So, Roger, you got a boxer coming up here in just a minute, don't you? All right, well, you go ahead and get your boxer ready, but please come back after you compete. Will you do that?
All right, I'll see you soon.
Okay. Roger Healy. His ring name is Hitman. He's 13-0, was a professional, but he's he coaches the Whitecap Boxing Club, so he's left us, but he's going to come back.
He's out there every day mentoring these young men. Pro boxer, giving back to the community.
Coming down to the final seconds here in round number 1. A good bout.
These guys are really throwing, letting it all hang out here in the ring.
Competing to be the Tennessee State Silver Gloves champion and advance to Searcy, Arkansas. A good first round.
Yeah, these guys stayed busy. Hancock's not going to use the chair. He's going to get his direction standing up.
Coach Hill over there. A while ago you saw Judge Hill was one of our referees, and now he's coaching a boxer. And my, how these guys just give back, volunteer. Our referee in the ring for this bout is Ralph Diggs, and Ralph runs the 5 Point Boxing Club right here in Cleveland. So if you're interested in getting involved in the sport, 2 opportunities here. Ralph Diggs, 5 Point Boxing, Andy Smith, and Balin with the Whitecap Boxing Club, and they'd love to have you.
Guys immediately coming out fighting, standing in front of each other, just exchanging punches here. Staying busy.
Once again, these are Bantams, 70 pounds.
Harrison really, the red corner Harrison really keeping that high guard, blocking a lot of those shots. Nice hook by Harrison.
Hancock trying to pick off some of those punches, keeping his hand. Both boxers are keeping their hands up and protecting themselves, but then working out of that too.
Yeah, these guys are impressive. Harrison really pressing Hancock against the ropes. Looks like they're going to get split up here. Harrison pushes him back. Let's do a little bit of infighting here. These little guys doing the infighting.
They really are coming down to the closing seconds of the second round, and just a really good bout. Competing for the right to become the Tennessee State Champion for 2023 and advance to the regional championships in Arkansas.
That's a really excellent opportunity for them to be able to travel like that. That's, I don't think they get to do that in a lot of other sports in school, right? They stay local.
They really don't. But these, boxing is a club sport. Years ago, when I was growing up, Garrett, of course, you're much, much younger than me, but when I was growing up, boxing was a school sport. And I can remember, this was back in the 70s, and they'd compete at the Memorial Auditorium, and they'd draw crowds of 3,000 and 4,000 people. And over the years, it's no longer a school sport. It's a club sport now, but these boxing clubs are somewhere every weekend competing, so these kids have a lot of great opportunities.
Here we go, back to the action. Max Harrison out of the red corner, pairs downtown, and Marcus Hancock out of the blue corner, representing Ace Miller Boxing. Get right back to it. Harrison really seems to be pressing the action a little bit more, but both staying very busy. Hancock keeping that guard high, catching a lot of those shots.
Straight. Double it. There you go. Roll under.
The Paris Boxing Club, of course, that's Paris, Tennessee, over West Tennessee, and then the Ace Miller Boxing Club in Knoxville. The late Ace Miller, I still miss him today, but just a legend in boxing in Knoxville and all over the country. The great professional trainer, and the boxing club named after him up there, the Ace Miller Boxing Club. That's where Marcus Hancock trains.
It's also another good gym over in Knoxville with Eppolito Boxing. I don't think they have anybody represented here, but another great
Frank
club.
Eppolito, yes, they're all over the place. Amateur boxing is alive and well in the state of Tennessee.
Get your kid down there and sign him up.
Everything. Come on. 5, 4, 3.
There we go. There's the end of the bout. Now I'm not sure. It's just so very, very close. These judges, I'm telling you, they have a tough job. I don't know, Garrett. Who won that bout?
I'm not going to say. I might be wrong, but again, they hugged after the match. Good sportsmanship is what we like to see.
Well, these boxers have tremendous respect for each other because they know what they've been through to train to get here. Once again, all night long, strolling at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the sponsors making this possible. We're going to listen
All right,
to
we have
our
a
winner.
winner. Moving on to the Region 6 Silver Gloves. He's out of the red corner, Max Harrison.
Max Harrison out of Paris Downtown Boxing Club.
So Max Harrison is the 2023 Tennessee State Champion at the 70-pound Bantam division, and he'll be advancing on to Searcy, Arkansas here in a couple of weeks for the regional Silver Gloves.
Good job, Max. Good job, Marcus. Keep your head up.
Well, he will. I believe he'll be right back in the gym training probably tomorrow.
You know, sometimes that loss can really turn a fighter around to motivate him in the gym and make you come out a way better fighter the next fight.
That's exactly right.
It's, again, one of those lessons in boxing, turning a loss into a win, right?
That's right. And as Roger Healy was telling us just a few minutes ago, you're not gonna always win in life. You're gonna get knocked down sometimes. So you got to get right back up and get right back in the gym.
This is about to be a great match. We got Zach Suttles at the Downtown YCAP Chattanooga Boxing Club. Very talented young man in the intermediate division, 132-pounders, and we got Ryan Foster out of the Paris Downtown Boxing Club. So should be a good one. Zach Suttles is a southpaw fighter. I believe orthodox fighter Ryan Foster.
Boxing out of the red corner, representing the YCAP Boxing Club. Please welcome Zach Suttles. His opponent in the red corner from Paris Downtown Boxing Club. Please welcome Ryan Foster.
This bout in the intermediate 132-pound division. So that means that they are 14, 15-year-olds. They'll box 3 2-minute rounds. Boyd Angel from Pikeville, Tennessee, back up there is our referee.
They immediately get to it. They get battling that front hand. Zach Suttles really pressing the action here.
Well, they're not wasting any time. Now, what can happen if they're not real careful? You step in there, you're ready to go, adrenaline's going, and you just get busy, and then you're out of gas.
You're out of gas. Especially when your opponent's doing the same thing, pushing you to go as hard as you can. Zach Suttles with a good overhand. Ryan Foster pushing Suttles against the ring here. Referee breaks him up.
Both these boxers are tall and lean and long, and this is a good matchup physically.
They really are. Trying to get those inside points in there with the little slaps.
And those don't count anything. All they're doing is that boxer's wasting some energy because they're not getting any points on that.
Nice two from Zach. Looks like a little blood coming from the nose of Foster.
Well, every once in a while in this sport, you get a bloody nose, but it doesn't happen very often. Boxing is actually a very, very safe sport, Garrett, and probably safer than football, soccer. Many more injuries in those kind of sports. We don't see a lot of injuries in boxing.
No, these referees that, you know, like you said, the physicals that are going on, they're really watching after the fighter's safety here. Suttles getting a warning, not listening.
Okay, there's the end of the first round. Yeah, but per participant, numbers of participants, there's a lot less injuries in boxing than there is in these other sports. You wouldn't think, but soccer ranks right at the top of the list in terms of number of injuries per participant. Boxing is very, very safe. Doesn't even rank in the top 5. Football's more, soccer's more, some of the other sports more injuries per participant. And you think, well, boxing, you're going to have, it's a dangerous sport when it really isn't a dangerous sport.
Right. They got the mouth guards in. They got these nice headgear, some nice weighted gloves, some thick gloves to cover up their knuckles. So a lot of care goes into it. Now, that's not to say that you don't get some gyms that could be irresponsible, but for the most part, these guys are keeping them safe.
Absolutely. And USA Boxing, the national governing body for this sport, has a lot of rules, and their motto is the safety of the boxer comes first. And these referees do a good job of stepping in and making sure the rules are being followed and nobody's going to get hurt anyway.
Back to the action here. Just getting busy again. They seem to be tying up quite a bit. Foster seems to be trying to keep Zach from running around too much. Settles in hot pursuit. Foster turns around southpaw.
Now, Gary, you volunteer and help some down at the Chattanooga Whitecap Boxing Club, I understand. So I bet you sparred a little bit with young Zach, haven't you?
I try not to spar my students too much. I don't want to get embarrassed by them and have them lose respect for me. So.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
Zach, I know that Andy Smith and Roger, those guys down there at Whitecap Boxing Club, appreciate you, because it's people like you, volunteers like we have here tonight, coaches, officials, that make it possible for young people to compete in this great sport.
Right, and some of these programs like the YCAP, they don't run on hopes and dreams. It takes funding, it takes people rolling their sleeves up and getting to work. If you can't donate money, donate your time.
That's right.
We'd love to have you.
Sweat equity, I think you call it.
Yes, sir.
It's investing in the lives of the next generation. At some point, Zach must have caught him with a good straight left hand, because Ryan, they can't get that nose to stop bleeding there.
I think these guys have actually competed against each other in the past. I think Foster got the best of them last time, so Zach may have a little chip on his shoulder.
He may have a little revenge on his mind. He looks good right now, but both boxers competing hard.
Both guys competing hard, both well coached. Paris Downtown seems to put out a lot of good fighters. A testament to the coaching over there.
Well, they've been around for a long time, a lot of good friends. We've been out there many times, Paris, and compete. And just a wonderful community over there in West Tennessee. The 2023 Tennessee State Silver Gloves right here at the Cleveland Family YMCA. Mix 104.1 Mix TV. Just thank you for putting this event on, and all night long you'll see at the bottom of your screen so many sponsors of Mix TV and Mix 104.1 that has made tonight possible.
Now Zach Settles is staying low. He's moving around a lot, keep bobbing and weaving, really changing levels. Foster's not letting him go though. He's staying. He's moving forward on him.
Good left hand by Zach. Good head movement.
Both seem to be in really good shape. Settles seem ready. Settles seem to be in really good shape.
These boxers competing for the right to advance to the region Silver Gloves. in 2 weeks over in Searcy, Arkansas. Now that'll be boxers from Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, and I think that's the Region 4 of the Silver Gloves program. And the winners there advance to Kansas City the first weekend in February for the national championships. Many of our Olympic stars and professional stars today got their start right in this Silver Gloves program that's been around for almost 50 years now. Referee Boyd Angel caution boxers to keep their head up. So there we are at the end of the bout, the end of round 3, the end of the bout. Very close.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
And I tell you, Garrett, I very close. I don't know. We're not sitting there judging. So it's hard to, from this vantage point to say who won or lost. Of course, we're talking too, but these judges around ringside have been around for a long, long time. I see Bruce Wilson. I see Butch Reese over there. Of course, Judge Hill, he's now sitting down judging. Those guys are very experienced, and they know what to look for when they're judging these bouts.
And there's quite a bit of different criteria for the scoring, isn't there, Joe? I mean, generalship, right? Ring generalship, aggressiveness.
Let's see who the winner is here.
And he's out of the red corner, Zach Suttles.
Zach Suttles takes home the victory. Good job, Ryan Foster. You fought hard.
So Zach Suttles from the Whitecap Boxing Club is the Tennessee State Silver Gloves champion in the intermediate 132-pound division. Now we're going to move to the junior division, 110 pounders. These are 14, 15-year-olds.
Got Felix Peña out of the red corner, out of Club KO. And we got Federico Gonzalez out of Memphis, just out of Memphis. So Federico Gonzalez coming out of the blue corner, Felix Peña out of the red corner. Roger Hilly is back with us now. He just got through coaching a match with Zach Suttles.
Congratulations there, Coach.
Thank you. It was all, he won that fight in the gym.
Zach's been working hard, hasn't he? He looked impressive in there.
Now let's listen to the introduction here for about 10.
Class out in the red corner from Club KO, please welcome Felix Peña. His opponent in the blue corner from Memphis, please welcome Federico Gonzalez.
Okay, again, these are 110-pound juniors.
You know where Club KO is out of, Joe?
You know, I'm not sure. I would have to ask. I'm not sure where Club KO was from. We need to find that out.
I think that's Nashville. I think that's Coach Crutcher's gym.
Robert Crutcher.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Sean Reese is the referee for this bout. So Roger, thank you for coming back and join us. We have joining Garrett Boyd and myself here at ringside once again, Roger Healy, who coaches for the Whitecap Boxing Club, competed for years as an amateur himself, and is now a 13-0 professional boxer with a big fight coming up in Florida next month. So, so Roger, what are you seeing early on here in this 110-pound division?
I'm seeing Felix Peña has some really nice footwork. I think I'm looking at the right gentleman.
In the red corner.
Absolutely, yeah. He has some nice footwork, some nice angles.
Gonzalez in the blue. He's staying peppy. He looked like a little Willie Pep there. He's bouncing
Gonzalez
around.
is being a patient fighter. He's walking them down, not wasting any energy.
That's right. Staying calm.
The thing about Peña has to keep that pace if he's gonna keep that. We got to see if he can keep that pace.
Once again, I want to mention the referee in the ring. It's the first time he's been in there tonight. That's Sean Reese. Sean Reese is the director of referees and judges for USA Boxing. So he is at the very top of the food chain. Sean travels all over the world with USA Boxing, does international events. We'll see Sean refereeing at the Olympic Games. So real honor to have him in there. So what do you think, Roger, that first round there?
I'm gonna give the first round to Peña. He got caught with a good shot there, but I think he was the most busiest. So I'm gonna give that round to Peña.
So, Roger, when you are in the gym with these kids every day, and what do you do in terms of you have some brand new boxers? How does somebody get started? What do you do with somebody that first day they walk in the gym? What do you do with them?
Well, first day they walk in the gym, they're feeling uncomfortable, so we try to make them feel as comfortable as possible and let them know that everybody has started. Everybody had to start someday. So we usually start them out on footwork, get them used to using their feet, and try to get them light on their feet. Might get them on the moving forward, moving back, moving side to side, maybe some jump rope. Then just put them on the bag and get them, learning how to keep their balance while throwing a simple jab.
It's one of the things I learned from Roger, that the footwork is the first line of defense, and that's what we like to teach the fighters over there. Footwork first. Nice shot by Peña. He seems to be keeping that energy. Didn't sit down between the rounds. It's still got the footwork going.
I'd like to see Gonzalez kind of cut the ring off a little bit more and kind of set traps based on the movement of Peña.
So Roger, what would you say to a parent that is maybe considering letting their child get involved in this great sport, but they're a little bit afraid? Oh, boxing is so dangerous, and I don't know if I want my son or my daughter getting involved in that sport. What would you say to that parent?
Well, I would just say just come on down and just see for yourself. A lot of parents have assumptions based on what they've seen on TV. The amateur boxing is a lot different. It's a lot safer than professional boxing. The gloves are much bigger. They do wear headgear, and we're very careful about when they spar. A lot of parents think that their kid is going to just come into the gym and they're going to be fighting or boxing on their first day. We like to let them know that that's not how it goes. We usually take about, I'll say about 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month before a kid spars, based on the kid. So we're really good at reading each kid individually.
So they always compete against other boxers that they're same age, same weight, and very importantly, same experience.
Same experience, and they do. We make sure that they have a mouthpiece and that they've been trained properly before they get in the ring and throw a jab or compete.
So we don't have any on the card tonight, but let's talk about females a little bit, Roger. What about female boxing?
A lot of people don't know that females can box. You would think they would, but they don't. And we have about, I say 5 or 6 young ladies at our gym right now. They haven't had matches. They're just doing some light sparring, hitting the bag, just getting used to it. We just want to we just try to make it fun for them first. Try to make it fun, but still let them have structure as well.
So, female boxing began on the Olympic level back in 2012. And Roger, you'll remember, you were a little boy, but I was with that 2012 women's team. And I can remember going to Canada when the Continental Championships, and first time working with the women on that elite level. And I'm going to tell you, the women elite boxers on that level, they work harder than the men do.
Yeah, a lot of times women are a lot easier to coach from my experience. They listen, they listen a lot better. They take in information better, so they get the fundamentals a lot quicker than men do, than the boys do.
So if you're a young lady and you think you might like to try the sport, you need to know that just like the young men, the Olympics can be your dream, because women's boxing has just as many weight classes on the Olympic level for women as there are for men now.
There you go.
I'm really impressed with Peña being able to keep his footwork like this for the duration of the fight. Really slick boxer. That's kind of similar to the style I like to teach on the footwork side. It's a dangerous style to have. Sometimes you can see Gonzalez has caught him running into some shots. So you got to be careful with that.
I'd see Gonzalez press the action a little bit more here. We'll let Peña run away with this victory.
Well, both these boxers well coached, fundamentally sound, hands up, head moving, good footwork. That's coaching, isn't it?
That's coaching. Great sportsmanship by these young men as well.
Yeah, I've been seeing that all night. Just good sportsmanship. It's been nice to see.
Well, these boxers, once again, I've said it several times tonight, they know what each other goes through to get here, and the sacrifices they make, the hard work. So they respect each other because they know they've paid the price to be here. So we're going to get a decision here. We're going to find out who our 2023 state silver glove champion is in the 110-pound junior division.
Sounds like Mix 104 brought a good DJ too.
Well, they did.
Put some good music in between the fights.
Been so professionally done by Mix TV. If they'd just had some professional commentators, they'd really had it good.
That's what we brought Roger in for.
10-pound weight class, moving on to the regionals, and he's out of the blue corner, Federico Gonzalez.
Federico Gonzalez from Memphis, the 2023 state champion in the 110-pound division. Congratulations, Federico. So, Roger, you have you train every day. Talk a little bit about the schedule down there and kind of what you do, even with adults down at the Whitecap Boxing Club.
Well, so the kids come in about 5:30. They have an hour to train. So as you can see, we try to explain to them that an hour is not a very, very long time, and so we try to keep them busy for the full hour. So then the kids, after they come in, we put them through a boxing workout. We always finish with a core workout. And then the adults come in at 6:30 as the kids are leaving. And the adults box from 6:30 to 8 p.m.
All right.
After these introductions, I want to talk about that a minute.
125-pound weight class in the red corner. From Punches and Punches, Mahad. His opponent in the blue corner from Music City Boxing, please welcome Antonio Walsh.
Okay, these are 125-pound junior boxers competing for the right to be a state champion. So Roger, with the adult classes that you do, talk about that a little bit. There may be even some adults that would like to get involved. So talk about your adult classes a little.
Well, the adult class has all ages, from 18 to 45. I've had 50-year-olds come in there and box. So if you're thinking that you might be too old, there's a place for you at Whitecap Boxing Club. So all skill levels, whether you've never put on a glove before, whether you've boxed when you were a youngin', or back in your youth, there's a place for you at Whitecap Boxing Club. And so everybody starts off the same. You start you off with footwork. The adult class is a lot harder than the kids class. Those kids may work harder than the adults sometimes, but we try to make the adult class a lot more harder as far as like weights and the drills that you do and stuff like that. According to your ability.
These 125-pounders are the blue corner, Mahad. I hope I'm saying that right, from Punches in Bunches, and he's throwing punches in bunches, Garrett, against Antonio Walsh.
He really is, and Walsh is really pressing the action here, keeping Mahmoud on his back foot here.
So Roger, do the adults that are involved in the adult class, do they actually spar?
They have the option to. So a lot of them just, there's all different people from all walks of life at the adult class. So you have some people who just may be boxing for fitness. They don't want to get punches thrown at them. You have some that they just want light sparring. You have some who are really trying to compete, and they want to go harder than others. And so that's what I'm saying. There's a level for everyone.
Okay, at the end of that round, very close bout. So boxing is such a great conditioning workout. So if an adult wants to come and get involved, if he doesn't want to spar, that's okay. The class is for you. It's for you. Even that guy that don't want to box, but he wants to do the workout.
And some people like to come into the gym and do their own thing. That's an option too. You come into the gym and use the equipment as you please. There is an option to have to do the workout that's given to the gym. That's an option. So the gym is it has a variety of things you can do based on what you want.
One of the things I like most about that adult class is that Roger sets up that schedule every day and writes out what a pro boxer would do. So you really get a pro-style workout every day.
Okay, here we go to the second round. Pretty close bout here. Mahad from Punches in Bunches and Antonio Walsh from the Music City Boxing Club. Ralph Diggs is our referee, and again, Ralph coaches the 5 Point Boxing Club right here in Cleveland. So you have two opportunities again up here in Cleveland to get involved in this great sport. The Whitecap Boxing Club has a location here in Cleveland, and the 5 Point Boxing Club.
Do a little wrestling here. They're getting aggressive here. I think Mahmoud was told to come out and be a little bit more aggressive, take this round. Walsh continues to press forward and bring the action to Mahmoud, but Mahmoud's not going anywhere. I think he's going to get a standing 8 count.
So what that referee is doing now, you've heard us say many times tonight, in amateur boxing, safety of the boxer comes first. If a referee thinks that a boxer got hit hard or too hard, he'll step in and give that boxer an 8 count, just to take a good look at him, make sure he's okay and he's not hurt in any way.
And of course, that boxer's gonna say he wasn't hit hard.
Of course. YMCA of Cleveland. Oh, what a great facility. What a great place to hold the 2023 Tennessee State Golden Gloves. Executive Director here, Rodney Murray, and his entire staff. What a great job they've done. And, so appreciative of Mix TV carrying this great event tonight. So what do you think, Garrett? How we doing here? Who's heading this bout?
It's close.
Well, due to the 8 count, I have to give that round to Antonio Walsh.
He does seem to be pressing forward pretty much the whole fight.
He does. Nothing like amateur boxing. No other sport quite like it. You know, if you're playing basketball or football, some of those team sports, you can maybe loaf a play or two, or hand the ball off, or pass the ball. In boxing, it's just you and that other guy, isn't it?
All eyes on you.
No time to rest.
Very nice hand speed.
Yeah, Walsh is really connecting with these shots here. But Mahmoud's not going anywhere. He's staying in there fighting.
He's right there, isn't he? Once again, these young athletes are competing for the right to be a state Silver Gloves champion. State Silver Gloves. The Silver Gloves program, of course, a national program and has been around for almost 50 years. Winners here advance to a region, and then the region winners advance to the nationals. And it's a tournament that happens every year about this time of year.
Nice hook by Walsh there. Another one. Mahmoud's quarter telling him to get to work, trying to get busy. There he goes, he gets busy.
Way to fire back.
Nice shots. Walsh coming at him aggressively, staying on him with a flurry.
Boy, both boxers are just busy, well-conditioned, staying busy.
Yeah, neither one's laying down, that's for sure.
Closing seconds of the round. And it's another close bout, as they've all been tonight.
Those boxers, they were very well trained.
Yeah, good job, fellas. Good job. Just keep your heads up high.
Just good coaching. Well, let's see if you got it right, Coach Roger. Who won that bout?
I have to give it to Antonio Walsh.
So you're going to give it to the blue corner.
Absolutely.
All right, why are you going to give it to the blue corner?
I felt that he was very composed. He never really took any steps back. I feel like he got the better of the exchanges. I like his combos as well. I like his combos.
Well, we're going to see if you're right, Coach Roger Healy. Now you're a coach. Some days you're a mentor, and many days you're a professional boxer. Tonight you're a commentator.
Jack of all trades.
Number 11.
Here we go.
Heading to the Region 6 Silver Gloves, and he's out of the blue corner.
There you go. You got it right. The blue corner and the 2023 state champion in the 125-pound division from the Music City Boxing Club, Antonio Walsh.
Both very talented fighters.
So here we go. We're moving toward the end of our card, but we've got 145-pound juniors coming up, so we're moving up in size a little bit. 145-pound juniors. So we'll be boxing 3 2-minute rounds. Who we got, Garrett?
We We got Sergio Valencia out of International Boxing Academy, and Luke that's coming out of the red corner, and Lucas Harman out of the blue corner from American Pride. Now, American Pride's had several boxers here on this card.
They have, and I think I mentioned earlier, they're from Clarksville, Tennessee. Their gym, they got a little roof damage when the storms came through the other day, but the volunteers up there in that great city got it fixed, and they're here.
135-pound weight class. Boxing out of the red corner, representing the International Boxing Academy, please welcome Sergio Valencia. And his opponent from the American Pride Boxing Club, please welcome Lucas Harman.
There's Judge Hill back in there from Knoxville, Tennessee, is our referee. These volunteers wear so many hats. Sometimes they're coaching, sometimes they're judging, sometimes they're refereeing, and they're all volunteers and just giving back to the youth in their various communities.
Got Harriman coming out in the southpaw stance. Valencia in the orthodox.
Nice. Nice. Keep it left up. Angles, angles, angles. Keep your hands up. Slap it in two.
Harriman's changing levels nicely.
Spin out of there. Outwork them. They're going inside. They're working there, Sergio, working there.
Boy, these two guys are working hard, and it's just always hard to, when they're so closely matched, to know who's got the upper hand.
Working there, working there, working there. Be busy.
The 2023 Tennessee State Silver Gloves at the Cleveland Family YMCA. We heard earlier from the Executive Director, Rodney Murray. So many programs that go on here at this YMCA. If you've never been over here, come over and do a tour and hear about all the great things that they're doing here. Sergio Valencia's coach is telling him to give angles. What does he mean by that, Roger?
He's saying step around, sharp turns, kind of catch your opponent from a different position, a different angle. Kind of catch your opponent off guard, like to the side of them or to the left of them, to the right of them.
So Roger.
So basically, to not box your opponent straight on, is kind of, you step around them and you come at your opponent from a different angle that they don't suspect.
So you want to constantly give them different looks and never just standing right in front of them.
Stand a stationary target right in front of them, you're going to be easier to be hit. And so if you're moving side to side, turning left or right, it's going to be a lot harder to hit you.
Both guys choosing to stay standing up during the middle of the round, between the rounds. How do you feel about that, Roger, standing up between the rounds?
Me personally, I think that it's good to do that maybe when you're sparring, to kind of give you to make it harder on you. I think that in the actual fight, you should sit down and rest your legs in between the rounds.
Any little advantage you can get?
Any little advantage you can get. I think that your legs are working while you're in the ring, so during your break, you should take your break. Take advantage of it.
So that 1 minute recovery time between rounds, that's very important, isn't it?
It's very important. A lot of trainers shorten that break when they're training, so that the fighter can be recovered in half the time in the actual bout.
Both guys staying really busy here. I like the way Harman hits that body first, then goes up top.
from the ref. Punch. Be first, stop adjusting, go.
Harman is kind of overshooting that left. I would like to see him bring it under more.
Push the action, almost. Outwork him. Spin. Work on the inside there. Come up, uppercut. There you go. Spin out. There you go.
So, Roger, speaking from an athlete now, not from a coach, but from an athlete, how important and why is conditioning such a big part of this sport?
9 times out of 10, if you're the first person punching and the last person punching, then that kind of narrows the odds of you winning the bout. Usually the most active boxer, whether it's active in movement or active in punching, is the winner. The judges love to see the aggressor. They love to see aggression.
And of round number 2, so we got one more round to go in this 145-pound division. So, or was that the third round? I think it was the third round. I see the coach up there. It must have been, or he wouldn't be in the ring. So we got busy talking and maybe lost a round there. So, Roger, then conditioning has got to be 90% of the bout.
Absolutely. Boxing is 90% conditioning.
I'm a little bit confused here, Garrett. I thought that was the end of the second round, but I see the coach in the red corner is up in the ring. Have they stopped this bout? Or?
I think they're getting out. They have one more round.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Now I'm going to have to go and help a coach here on this next bout. I think that'll be the last bout of the night.
Okay. Well, Roger, we appreciate you for stopping by and chatting with us, and we appreciate what you're doing with young people, what a gift you are to those kids that come in that gym every day. And we're going to be thinking about you and wishing you the best of luck as you continue your pro career, 13-0, and there's some big things coming. So we hope one day you'll be a world champion.
That's my goal.
Okay, thank you, Roger, for stopping by to visit with us.
Thank you.
Jump right on him, don't even wait. Nothing to wait on.
So Garrett, young Roger Healy, what a fine young man, what a role model, those kids. And what a promise potential he has in professional boxing.
13-fight winning streak. That's nothing to bat an eye on.
That's pretty strong.
It is strong. And again, a pro boxer that's giving back to the community. You just don't see that very much these days.
Don't see that much.
Work in there. Keep right back on it. Stay off the rope. Stay in the center. Control the center. There you go.
These guys are continuing to press the action. Haven't stopped yet.
You know, I think that they're both kind of tired. They're both kind of laying on each other a little bit.
Fatigue is setting me in.
But
what happened there? Somebody's headgear popped
You just
up.
want to breathe. Bounce, Sergio, bounce. Be ready. Focus. You got this,
so we got to be
Sergio.
coming toward the end of the, I would think, the third round and the bout. And, I hadn't seen that in a long time where the headgear just came off. So back to the action. We're getting to the close of round number 3 in the bout here.
There you go. Nice, Sergio. Let your hands go. 10 seconds.
10 seconds, I'm going to go for it.
They both know we're at the end of this bout. There we go. There's the bell, the end of round 3, the end of the bout. And I have no idea.
I don't mean either. Just busy talking.
We'll find out with just everybody else, but very close bout. We're looking for a 145-pound junior champion. And we're going to get one here in just a second.
The winner punches their ticket to Searcy, Arkansas.
That's right. Well, once again, I want to thank all the sponsors. It's been scrolling across the bottom of the screen all night. 104.1 Mix TV. These kids have enjoyed being able to box on this stage, and they'll go back home and probably be watching it for days. So we thank you guys over at Mix 104.1.
All right, we have a winner in bout number 12 in the junior 145-pound weight class. Moving on to the regionals. And he's out in the blue corner, Lucas Harman.
There we go from the American Pride Boxing Club there in Clarksville, Tennessee. Our champion in the 145-pound division, Lucas Harman.
Good job, Lucas. Good job, Sergio.
Both of them. So we're coming to our final bout of the evening. And this is in the 154 junior division. Who we got, Garrett?
We got Alan Jennings out of the red corner, again, out of American Pride. They're bringing the fighters tonight. And we got Chris Rudd from Covington, Tennessee, out of the blue corner.
Covington, Tennessee, way over in West Tennessee, just not too far from Memphis.
The evening junior 154-pound weight class, out of the red corner from American Pride. Please welcome Elaine Jennings. His opponent from the Covington Bicycle Club, please welcome Chris Rudd.
This should be a really good bout. It's interesting over there, and it's really fun. Chris Rudd boxing out of the blue corner. That's his dad, Chris Rudd. That's his coach, and I can remember when his dad was coming up through this Silver Gloves program as just a little bitty boy. So that really makes me feel old, Garrett. Heck, I am old.
Both really tall, rangy guys.
Yes, they are.
Elaine Jennings fighting at a southpaw position here. Rudd staying on top of Jennings. Jennings staying loose, being elusive, tries to turn Rudd into the corner. Rudd's strong though. Rudd's really strong.
He is. He's a good boxer. His dad was a great boxer, had a great amateur career, had a great professional career. And you know, these boxers have come from all over the state of Tennessee, and as far away as Memphis, and of course Covington. And we have in this bout now. Down in South Georgia. They've come from all over. The room kind of emptying out now because when these athletes, when they finish competing, they want to get on the road because they got a long drive.
Yes, they probably, drove a long way to get here this morning, so they're probably tired even getting here. So.
Good ride. That was a good ride in by Alan Jennings. We're coming to the close of round number one and a very close bout.
Jennings is staying active on the outside there, really connecting with a lot of punches.
Why he's not leaving his hands down. I bet his coach will get on to him about that. So Gary, it's been a great event.
Yes, it has been.
It has been.
Great venue, great camera angles, great just everything. It's been an awesome time.
You know, I want to say I've been doing this now for not television, because that's not who I am, but official, a coach, been around this sport for almost 40 years. And I don't think I've ever seen a local event that's been live like what Mix TV is doing tonight.
It feels like a professional event.
And they have done, the guys back in the trailer have done such a great job of making this happen. And so proud of those guys, so proud of all the sponsors that helped put this together. And so here we go with round number 2.
A slip.
Yeah, I think it was just a slip. It wasn't knocked down, and Judge Hill, the referee, recognized that. Just wiping off the gloves and let's box.
Jennings having a lot of luck, a lot of success there on the outside. Rudd's giving it to him now, though, staying aggressive.
Oh my! Oh, Chris is really walking him down. Rudd is walking him down now, isn't he?
Yeah, he hit him with several big shots in a row. He's got him in the corner now, pressing against them. Jennings lines up that 2. A little push down.
Once again, Judge Hill just wipes that off because he knew that was not a knockdown, just a push. Rudd just seems to be the more technical boxer, more skilled boxer.
But Jennings didn't go anywhere.
He's not going to go anywhere.
He's continuing to throw a lot of good punches, and he's being successful. But when Rudd connects, they're hard punches.
Come to the close of round number 2. Just all night, all of these bouts have been close bouts, very well matched, and just really good competition all night long.
You're right, Joe. Really, and again, a testament to their coaching and the gyms they're coming out of, the hard work that they're putting in.
Well, I want to thank Gideon up there behind that camera. What a great job he has done, and Austin back there in the truck. And I had the privilege of going in their production truck back there, and I'm telling you, Mix TV does a great job. And, some very talented folks over there and doing a great job with this tonight. Garrett, it's been so much fun.
Thank you for having me, Joe. It's been a pleasure being able to be here and be in your presence of a legend.
Well, call my wife and tell her that. So here we go, our final round of our final bout of the evening. Alan Jennings from American Pride over in Clarksville, Chris Rudd from Covington, Tennessee. And these are 154-pound juniors. Oh my, good right hand by Rudd. I think Rudd might have hurt him a little bit right there.
Rudd's a hard hitter. He really hard.
Does. He really does. Good power. When he throws his right hand, he really turns his hips, and he's got a lot of power in his right hand.
Somebody's mouthpiece went flying out.
Our referee, Judge Hill, will get that washed off, and he'll caution the boxer to bite down on that mouthpiece, and we'll go right back to work.
Rudd trying to measure him up there. Jennings keeps pressing forward, though. He's not going
He just
anywhere.
won't go away, will he?
No,
he just
will not.
won't.
There's no quitting him.
Rudd's slick. He's just hard to hit him. And we're coming to the close. Rudd wants to finish strong.
Rudd's trying to close the show, isn't he?
He is. He don't want to leave any doubt in the judge's mind. I believe Rudd did enough to win that bout.
I believe so.
Probably the more talented boxer, but Jennings was tough. He wasn't going away.
Good job, guys.
So we're going to get a decision here in just a minute. And once again, as we're getting ready to close out, so many people to thank for tonight being possible. First of all, Rodney Murray and all of his staff over at the YMCA. They'll clean this place up, take the gym down, and they have a local church that meets here in the morning. So the Cleveland YMCA does so many things for this community, so get over here and visit. We thank all of our judges and referees that volunteered tonight, all the boxers that came from all over the state. Here we go. Here's our winner.
Last bout of the evening, the junior 154-pound weight class, moving on to the regionals. He's out of the blue corner, Chris Rudd.
And there's our winner in the 154-pound junior division from Covington, Tennessee, Chris Rudd. So he's our state champion. So that does it, Garrett. So it's been fun.
It's been a great time. Thank you, Joe.
So we hope we'll do this again. Mix.tv. Visit that website, and I'm sure you'll be able to watch the replay. What a great job, what a great venue, what great fun, and we hope to be able to do it again. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Everybody be careful going home, and a good night, and Merry Christmas.